Hi, I'm Danny Glover, and you're watching Joburg Today.
It started as a spiritual instruction. Today, 25 years, 43 countries, and more than 2 billion rands of relief aid later, the Gift of the Givers is the largest African disaster response NGO on the continent. The Gift of the Givers support also includes finding and assisting in the release of hostages. Marisa has the story.
Welcome to the press conference with Stephen McGowan and his family. It's been a great journey for him, 5 years and 8 months.
Then I realized that, well, if they try and take me back, I'm going to jump off the car and run. So I said, they're not going to get me back into the desert. So then I realized that I must be free now.
Thank you for going to the meeting of Christians.
To see him so relaxed with his wife and his father and the sister, it was such a lovely experience because I know the anguish they suffered over the last 5 years and 8 months. How will he reintegrate into society? And you can see already a great job is being done. My biggest sadness is that his mother passed on 27th May this year. And I was hoping he would be back so he could see his mother and she could see him. But unfortunately, we were not successful in that aspect of it. But in everything else, you can just see the joy in the family. I've seen the family before they saw Stephen, and I've seen them after they've seen Stephen. Man, it's a fantastic feeling.
While practicing as a medical doctor in private practice, Dr. Suleiman received the instruction from a spiritual teacher to start Gift of the Givers, never thinking the organization would become so large.
He said, my son, you will serve all people of all races, of all religions, of all colors, of all cultures, of all classes, of any geographical location and of any political affiliation, but you will serve them unconditionally. You will not expect anything in return, not even a thank you. Serve people with love, kindness, compassion and mercy. And remember, the dignity of man is foremost. This is an instruction for you for the rest of your life. And remember, whatever you do is done through you and not by you.
In 1992, the first project in war-torn Bosnia made history.
It was a world first, a containerized mobile hospital built in Africa and taken to Europe. And it saved thousands of lives, and thousands of children were born in that hospital. And many of them were given my name. We didn't expect that, but it's something very, very heartwarming. The second major event was in Haiti on 20th January 2010, which was 8 days after the earthquake. In a Catholic church, a South African team, my team, took out somebody alive from the rubble. 8 days later, no oxygen, no food, injured, no water, because first time ever, an African team has taken somebody out of the rubble alive in a country outside the continent. The third major achievement I remember is in Syria. It's a war zone, and while bombs are falling and everybody is moving away, in the middle of the war zone, we put up 2 hospitals. We're now running 2 of the biggest hospitals in the north of Syria, seeing 13,000 patients a month and saving tons of lives.
Nowadays, the organization runs 21 categories of support projects in South Africa and abroad.
We are still number one when it comes to disaster response in terms of our own capability. But we put up walls, we support schools, we support hospitals. It's also about life-saving, improving quality of life. We have the skill, we have the expertise, and we have the support. So why waste it? We're involved in the famine, the hunger, and the war in Yemen. We're involved in Syria. We're involved in the famine in Somalia. In South Africa, we're involved with the fires in Nizna. We're rebuilding homes. We're looking at we're rehabilitating the bees and rehabilitating the environment, providing fodder for the animals, providing food for the pets. It's a big project in Nizna. In the country itself, we're supporting hospitals with medical relief.
People are essential to the organization.
Full-time staff, they do the simple things, packing the parcel, loading the truck, offloading the truck. They're extraordinary because they have a passion. They can work Monday to Sunday after hours because they have a passion to serve people. They're the bread and butter of the organization. The teams that I have as volunteers are the volunteer counselors. We have our own counseling service. The specialist volunteers are the medical, search and rescue teams and the trauma counselors. They come out only on disaster missions. We have 200 of them on standby. They shut their practice, they leave the government practice, and within 2 hours, they're ready to leave anywhere in the world to go and serve and to save life. They are very special to the organization. I feel very grateful and very honored that I have been given this opportunity It's clearly a spiritual opportunity because the things that we do is not humanly possible. It can only be done by the grace of Almighty. And the amount of lives we've saved, the amount of people we've helped, the good feeling that you get, actually, we don't give. In our missions, in everything that we do, we are actually receiving. Because the spiritual feeling, the upliftment, the joy that you get, the contentment is priceless. And the teams you've met, the people are prepared to sacrifice, to go across all that in the 25 years, it's been the most amazing journey ever.
Dr. Suleiman wishes Gift of the Givers' next 25 years will be like the first 25. Marise de Klerk, Joburg Today.